What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 89, and today we're returning with 3 big games with Nottingham Forest as we aim to pull further away in the race for the Premier League title against West Ham and Spurs away, and sandwiched in between that we've got the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final as we take a 1-goal lead back to the City ground against AC Milan. 3 huge games today in the pursuit of the treble, loads to get through. Let's just get straight to it. So first up, West Ham, as we hold a 5-point lead in the race for the title with 7 games to go, and with Liverpool playing at home tomorrow against Watford, you expect them to win that one, so we need to match their result if we're to keep the gap the same with 6 games to go. First of the 3, it's West Ham at home. And with big games coming thick and fast as well, lots of squad rotation for this one against a team that are going for the Europa League too. But that is the perfect start. I haven't done this in a while, but come on, let's do the chant. Na 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 na. Marco Vandenberg, Marco Vandenberg. Yes, Vandenberg, one of the rare players in the team that not normally in our starting 11. Getting the chance today, and what a start. Rounds to goalkeeper. I don't do that as much these days. I find it a little bit more difficult. But with the finish into the bottom corner, Forest have the early lead. Perfect start to settle the nerves here. And that is his first Premier League goal all season long as well. Talk about taking your chance. But yeah, Raphael and Divock are starting. You've got Declan Rice in there, Upamecano, Matty Cash, who wears the captain's armband today as Mason Watson gets a very rare afternoon off. But either way, I still feel confident that the squad we've got is so thick. There's so much quality to it, so even when we are resting players, I still feel confident whoever we face, we should be able to get the win. 1-0 up early, but it won't be an easy game this. West Ham coming at us here, looking for a response, and they almost got one as well. Robinson with the save, turns it over for a corner. Sandro Tonali, formerly of Brescia, whips one into the near post, and oh, it is a goal! Alderte nods in, and the Hammers are back on level terms. 1-1 and an instant response. Like I said, this will be a tough game here. Some tired legs out there, lots of rotation, and West Ham just outside of a Europa League spot. This is going to be far from routine, but Marco's looking in the mood early as Rafael Leao is denied by Unai Simon. What a start to the game. 18 minutes in, both teams going at each other because both teams need the win. A draw doesn't really do either side a favour. Get Leao and Origi involved in the game at the moment. Tough for the strike partnership to get going. But right on cue, it's Leao to Origi. Of course. Little bit of criticism. What do? They say, shut your mouth, gaffer. And they link up for our second goal. Raphael to Divock, goal number 30 for the Belgian as he chases the 40 club and the golden boot. Sorry, my mistake. It's actually 31 goals for Divock Origi now. So he's still got a chance to reach 40. Oh! As Naby Keita fires just over and win the golden boot too. This has been a great first half this though. Both teams going at each other. This has been brilliant. 5 minutes to go in what has been a very uneventful second half. The first was great. Nothing to report in this one though, as West Ham look to nick a late point here. Ball to the middle. Ferguson does enough on Aubameyang. Jay committed header away, but it's poked back in. Ben White away. As we look to just see this game out now. Not the dominant displays we're used to. We're just trying to grind these 3 points out now. As Sandro dinks one in, and again it's Ben White away. Well, I've talked about the importance of improving our goal difference, but there are some games where you just have to grind out a 1-goal victory. Today was one of those, but I said it before, man. West Ham are a team on the rise. Just outside the Europa League places, we always have an intense battle against them. Obviously, I gave them a little bit of boost pre-game, but either way, I knew this would be tough regardless, and it certainly was. Just about edged them in a very even contest. Man of the match to Leao. No goals for our number 10 today, as Divock goes 2 goals clear in the race with the golden boot, but the most important thing was the 3 points. He helped us get them with the 2 assists. After the game, just going to advance 1 day in the calendar as well, because Liverpool play Watford at Anfield on this Sunday the 7th of April, and just real briefly, I want to see the Hornets do us a massive favour there and we go further clear at the top, but I doubt it. I think the gap will still be 5 points with 6 games to go. And it is indeed. Liverpool get the win by 3-0, so they cut the goal difference swing by a couple as well, down by 10 now. Destiny still firmly in our own hands. We can afford to lose one more game in our final 6 and still be crowned champions, but we've got some big fixtures to come, including Spurs in our 3rd and final game today as well. Also, Morgan Bell has just come to me and said, "Boss, I feel I've been progressing. I'd like to discuss my my wages. I feel I should be earning more based on my contribution to the team. I'd really appreciate if you would arrange a meeting with me and my agent so we can go over my contract, and I will make sure of that, Morgan, because I believe his contract is actually up come the end of the season, and because he's under the age of 23, I didn't feel the need to offer him a new deal, because obviously you can't poach away a player on a free transfer when you're under the age of 23, but 450 quid a week for one of the best young talents in English football right now. Yeah, I think he deserves a bigger pay packet. He might not be quite as good as Big Bro Jay, but he has still been a great little player for us to have at left back. He can fill in at right back and centre back as well. He's only 19 years old, grew 4 ratings this year as well, and 1,700 quid a week. Come on, Morgan, you're worth more than that, son. So, yeah, I really like this guy, man. I really, really do. Great young talent. And I love having brothers in the team out of the academy, you know. It's always so fun. 2 of my favourite brothers of all time. And after that, he says he's glad to see his value in the squad is recognised. It will help ease his mind and focus only on his football moving forward. So, yep, let's get back to work, Morgan. Season far from finished. And as we head into our second of the 3 big games today, it is now time for the second leg of our Champions League quarter-final against AC Milan. There was late drama at the San Siro as Bukayo Saka won us the game at the death, but heading back to England, Milan will be motivated to cancel out that away goal, possibly get another, and knock us out in our first ever year in the Champions League. Second of 3 big games, it's Milan in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final. Max Aarons to Kessie. As Milan look to go on the offensive early here, with the former Norwich right back, finding Felipe Anderson back to Kessie. Watch those finesse shots from range. Oh, Robinson with a brilliant save. Turns it behind for a corner. He's going to need to be on his best game tonight, Sam. Milan need to score. They're coming at us early. Good stop by the number 1 as Bamba dives and clears. And Ajeri will get it away. Watch those finesse shots. Watch those finesse shots. There's a drilled one instead. And a bit of hesitation. And unfortunately, Felipe Anderson scores. You see Sam's reaction. No one took charge. And Milan cancel out the away goal. Watson did well to block the shot. But, oh, Ovi and Sam, one of you make your mind up. Hesitation between the pair. And Felipe Anderson says, where's that loose ball? There's that loose ball in the back of the net. Hesitation, lapse of concentration. Milan take the lead. One thing we couldn't afford to do was concede an early away goal, have Milan put the pressure on us straight away, and that's exactly what's happened. Felipe Anderson, the goal scorer, outpaces Bukayo Saka. Never an easy thing to do. And here's Max Aarons, dinking one to the back stick, and Chilwell heads it away. That's what Obi should have done. But you can tell we're scrambling here. Milan have got us under so much pressure, and we are struggling to cope with it. Babu down the right, crossing. Watson takes charge and heads clear. Awkward one for him, but did enough there. Rice does well too, and Saka gets it away, only temporarily. We are penned in our own half, and thankfully the referee is going to blow for half-time. I didn't even realise we were close to half-time. I couldn't take my eyes off what was going on. Still, down by a goal, as things stand set for a shootout. We are yet to get going tonight. Maddison to Kessie. There's Milan come inside from the left-hand side. That's a brilliant ball. Mason sticks with his man. Anderson crosses and Mason is on hand to clear it away. Again, still 1-1 over 2 legs, but it's been all Milan in this game. We have not got going at all. And we need something here as Watkins plays a great ball to Saka to get us in this contest. Ollie! Watkins! Ollie Watkins! With a huge goal! Perhaps the biggest in his career, and Forest retake the lead. Goal scorer for Nottingham Forest, number 9, Ollie Watkins. What an inspired signing on transfer deadline day. His second stint at the City ground, and hasn't he hit the ground running? In for Raphael, drills it into the far corner. Pressure reliever from Ollie Watkins. He has been absolutely brilliant since coming back on transfer deadline day, but it is worth pointing out, despite the celebrations, if Milan get another goal, we'll need another one too, due to the away goal ruling. So, yeah, I mean, we're pleased, don't get me wrong, we've finally done something tonight, but there's a long way to go, and we've got to see this one out here. Tyler, keep running, mate, keep running, because look at the space in behind Max Aarons. Just like at the San Siro, Aarons pushed up, and we've exploited it. It's Tyler. Adams smacks it. Oh, into the side netting. Gone flat 4-4-2 for the final 12 minutes as well. Taken off Ovi Ajeri and brought on Ward-Prowse for some defensive cover, pass and ball retention as well. And that's what Ward-Prowse can do as well. Ball retention, great balls forward. Jonathan Bamba. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! Donnarumma gets his angles wrong and Bamba has surely sent us into the semi-finals. Oh, Gigi! Bamba steps round Mbabu, comes infield, and Donnarumma, I'm not sure if he was put off by Watkins in his line of vision, but he did not get his angles right at all there. Jonathan drills it in. I think he probably thought it was going wide, but instead it goes into the back of the net, and that should do it now. We flip the script, turn the game on its head, and Forest are in to the Champions League semi-finals. What a response from Forest after a shocking first half display. A turnaround in a second, coming from a goal down to lead and win and advance to the Champions League semi-finals in our first year of the competition. 2-1 the final score. What a brilliant second half display after being dominated in the first. Brilliant response, but that's what Forest are made of. A resilient bunch. We're into the final four. I have to say, this is probably one of my favourite Champions League knockout ties I've played in FIFA 20 career mode. This was such a fun and tough contest. And whilst we might have conceded early, it certainly wasn't this man's fault. He's my man of the match, Mason Watson, with a captain leader performance tonight. He was big. Some big tackles, big interceptions, big clearances as well. He was a rock at the back. Man, what a thrilling tie that was. So, advancing to the semis, and what we'll do with the other two ties being played on Wednesday the 10th, we'll advance to the Friday, because I believe the draw will be made after the Europa League quarter-final ties. And oh, no, it's going to get shown. I got my hand on the screen, I can't see it. I'm quickly pressing circle, I didn't see it, but we'll find out together who we've got in the Champions League semi-finals. Here we go. Nottingham Forest in the final four have got Atletico Madrid in the final four as Barcelona take on Manchester City. And I'll be honest here, the team that I really didn't want was Manchester City after they dumped us out of the FA Cup in the quarter. So Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. I think that'll be a really even contest as Barcelona take on Man City in the other. So when is the first leg of that tie? Real briefly, we'll find out. I think it'll be coming in the next episode after the Spurs game. No, it's Spurs, then Burnley, then Atletico Madrid. So my goodness gracious me, what a few games we've got in April. And then in May, we've got Liverpool in the penultimate game of the season as well. The end of this season is going to be so dramatic, man. Oh my word. Atletico Madrid in the final four. Bring them on. So third and final game as we take on Spurs away in London as we aim to stay 5 points clear with 6 games remaining. Liverpool have a Merseyside derby at Goodison Park today, so hopefully Carlo Ancelotti's side can do us some favours and we could go further points clear with just a few games remaining. Third and final game, it's Spurs away. Burnley at Turf Moor in midweek, do feel quite confident in that game, but so many games coming thick and fast, man. Once again, we need to rotate some players. Not everyone fully fit for this game. Ward-Prowse comes in though after a great performance off the bench on Tuesday night. And as Leao tests Paulo Gazzaniga early. What we need is a fast start here. I think Liverpool will win against the Toffees, so if we are to stay 5 points clear, we've got to match their result. Starts the game, it's 25 minutes in, yet to get inside Spurs' penalty area, but the same can be said for them. Still 0-0, but now they're inside. Ayoma, good turn, and oh, what a big save by Robinson at the near post as well. Sam has been huge for us this season as he keeps it goalless. 27 minutes in, and like against Milan on Tuesday night, we're yet to get going really. We have been restricted to long-range shots in the first half. 10 minutes ago, had a few attempts, but again, all coming from outside the area. We need to get inside. Like right now. Divock! Oh! Onto the roof of the net from the Belgian, who I believe he scores one more goal, will equal the record for most Premier League goals in a season in this universe. Still 0-0. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Got to get in front at some point here. See there in the top right, we had 2 shots on target, but they both came from outside the area. As Ajeri finds Ward-Prowse, out wide is Bamba, and he'll find him again. Ward-Prowse's vision and passing is perfect. Speaking of, he almost got the assist for our first goal. Ovi denied by good-looking Gaza as it's still 0-0. And the corner is headed away. Come on, Forest. Jay, first to the loose ball. James. And Gazzaniga again on one today. Hopefully there are a few of you out there to get that Paolo Gazzaniga reference. I'm sure there are some. But that'll do it for the first half. And as things stand, we are being held in North London. 45 minutes to go. And as things stand, the gap at the top of the table will be getting cut by the Reds. Come on, Forest. Yep, just check the scores of the break. And as things stand, Liverpool are 2-0 up at Goodison Park in the Merseyside derby. So that means if results remain the same, they will cut the gap to 3 points with just 5 games to go. Or 4, actually, thinking about it. 3 minutes after the restart. Still 0-0 here. Origi outmuscled McKennie, and Ovi puts it over the bar. How'd he put that over? Divock whips it out wide to Jonathan Bamber. Chilwell coming on the overlap, but Bamber says, don't worry, Ben, I'll take it myself. Into Leao. Origi. Sorry, Ajeri even. Now Origi. Now Leao. And Origi denied, and who is it? It's Paolo again, on an absolute mad one this afternoon, as we still can't beat the Argentine. He's just been brilliant. Leao to Ovi, looking to make amends. Whips a lovely ball to Jay Bell, perfectly weighted. And off the post, but Leao squeezes in the rebound to put us in front. A bit of luck, and we get ourselves the advantage. Come on. Man, oh man, Paolo Gazzaniga has been unbeatable this afternoon. And how do we beat the Argentine? For a bit of good fortune. Jay Bell strike, or cannons off the woodwork, and Leao under pressure. First time half volley, weaker left foot, bottom corner. Forest in front, no less than we deserve. A bit of a helping hand, but we'll take it. Goal update at Goodison Park, and Liverpool have gone 4-0 up against Carlo Ancelotti's side, making a statement this afternoon and reducing that goal difference deficit in the process as well. Once again, we might need to grind out a 1-goal victory, but if we stay points clear, that could be enough as Cash makes a big tackle. Well, for the second straight Premier League game, we had to grind out a 1-goal victory, but it does keep us 5 points clear. A tough, gruelling affair, but we get what we came for. We stay clear of Liverpool by 5. I say it was tough, only because Paolo Gazzaniga today was on absolutely spectacular form. We'd always have a soft spot for one of my first ever and favourite heroes in a career mode save, but today he almost turned into our villain. 1-0 the final score though, and we get the big 3 points. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode featuring 2 massive games away from home in the Premier League against Burnley and Manchester City, and both legs of our Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid very soon.